Can I use a palette knife to create a watercolor painting? Come with me and we'll find out. Hi everyone, I'm Cindy from CLMCreative and welcome to my channel. So I'm going to try and use this palette knife. I'm not going to use any brushes or anything, along with these Phoenix watercolor tubes to create painting. So come with me. Okay, for today's episodes, the ingredients will be bahang. I'm going to be using this bahang paper. Got a whole pack of it from Temu. Oh no, I think it was AliExpress. Got this from AliExpress. It's a little bit larger than a 5x7. I think it's 5 1/4 by 7.5 inches. So slightly larger. Along with the Phoenix Professional Watercolor Tubes that I got. Now the colors that I've chosen, this one is Phoenix Lemon, New Gamboge, Phoenix Orange, Cadmium Free Red, Permanent Mauve, Manganese Blue Hue, French Ultramarine, and the greens will be Viridian, Phoenix Green. Let me put these on the side. Let's see, Sap Green and Hooker's Green. Now the Hooker's Green is going to be the last color. So I think I'll start out with Phoenix Green. Okay, so I also have this little clipboard here. You could use the back of a pad or a piece of cardboard. The reason why I wanted this is so I can move it around. That's the reasoning. It's always good to have paper towels handy. And you cannot forget the most important ingredient, the palette knife. That's just a standard palette knife I happen to have. You're going to need masking tape too. First thing I'm going to do is to wet the back of this. I'm wetting the back of it thoroughly. Oh yes, of course. And my Meet and Do water wells, one for wash, one for rinse. So, see, I'm being very generous with the water. Let's see if I could pick it up and see where it needs. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is to turn it over, and then it'll be secure. It'll be nice and secure on the clipboard right there. So what I'm going to do is now comes the masking tape. I'm gonna just mask the border. Just gonna create a little border here. And just a thin little, maybe like 1/4 inch, maybe border, perhaps. Okay. So now I've created this border. Remove the little tubes. Yeah, you need tubes here. Watercolor tubes. Pans won't work for this. So let me do the front. Now I lift this up. See where the water is. You see how very generous I am with the water? Okay, that should be enough. Alright, so now the fun begins. I'm starting with the Phoenix Lemon. Now what I want to do is to put a thin line of pigment on the edge of the X-Acto knife. Let's see. Don't want a lot. See, that's good. So I'll start here. Okay. Next, I'm going to take my paper towel, and just clean off the knife. go on to New Gamboge. See if I can do that with this. This is a little bit more on the liquid side. That's a lot. Well, we'll see. See if I can use just a little bit more. Okay. Next one is Phoenix Orange. Let's see. See, that's what I'm looking for. Thin strip. So let's see. May have put a little bit, I'll just add a little bit more. Let's see. Okay. Let me rinse this and clean this off. This one is cadmium free red. Now the red is overpowering, so I want to put a little bit. So this one is cadmium free red. Now the red is overpowering, so I want to put a little bit. Always been, see it. Yeah. Just a thin, tiny, thin strip. Yeah, that's good. Well, I like that dry brush effect. Clean off the knife. What I'm thinking of doing is just running another pass of water on top. Okay. So this one is Permanent Mauve. This could also be a very powerful, overpowering color if I'm not careful. There. See? Just dipping it in water and see if I could. See if I can move the red a little. Be a little movement with the red. Okay. Now we hit the blues. This is manganese blue hue. So that's a lot. Blue. Okay, so let's see. See if I could perhaps a little bit of that there. See what happens if I like this fade. That's nice. That's what I wanted actually. Okay. So this is the French ultramarine. That might be a lot, but we'll find out. Let me and dip it in water. See if I could continue playing here. See if I just could. See, put that up against the meat and let's see, hold on. Causing too much of a line here. Need to start playing. Okay, there you go. It's better. Okay. Oh, look what happened. It's nice. It's a nice happy accident. Now I'm going to do is wet the bottom a little bit more. One more pass of water. That's it. Okay. This is Phoenix Green. Trying to do a, oof, that might be a lot. Let's see. Let's see. I could do this. That looks like a lot of pigment there. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Let me see if I could. I happen to have this. Let me see. Q-tip. See if it picks it up a little. That could be trees. I could turn them into trees. See? Yeah, see? Okay, so just try and pick up a little bit of pigment here. Put it there. Try and create like trees. Oops, might be a little too much. Okay. Trying to see if I could create like alleys and stuff. Let's see. Okay. Mop this up a little bit. And that. Okay. So the next one will be Viridian. That's a lot. That's a lot. So let's see. It looks like a lot of pigment there. Okay, so what I'm going to do is wipe this clean. I'll try to anyway. I'm going to move this a little so I could go down, maybe go a little up if it's possible. Let's see. Maybe go down. Okay. So the next one is sap green. You know what? I just realized. I was just thinking I should use some of this. Put some of that there. So see if I could take some of this. Maybe put it there. See if I could add depth. Okay, I'll try that a little bit later. Now it's sap green. Then that might be a lot. Let's see. Let's see, hold on. Dipping it into the water. See if it can fade down a little. Let's see if I could take some of this. Put it up there. That might work. Okay. Yeah, this is dry. This is kind of dry, so I'm going to add a little bit more water. Just a little bit more. So then the last one is Hooker's Green. Wow, that's a lot of paint there. Let me see if I could use some of that there. Wow, look at that. There's still a lot of green there. Still a lot of pigment. Let's see. Let's see if I can just take some of this and put some of it there. That would be great. Try and give it some depth. Okay. All right. Let's see, like this. Maybe add a little bit more water. Wow, look at that. Sweet. What I'm going to do is let it dry. It needs to be dried. So now it's time to remove the tape. Gently. Gently. Wow. Look at that. Look how vibrant the colors are. I secretly love these Phoenix watercolor tubes. And I think it came out great. So the question was, can you use a palette knife to do a watercolor painting? And I think the answer is yes. I think it's a resounding yes. What do you think? Comment below. This was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed this. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. Hit like, subscribe, and share. Leave any comments or questions below. And I'll see you in the next episode. Bye, everyone.